Tam Fam, our next guests are no strangers to keeping it real together. This mother-daughter duo have over 25 million people following them on social media. Toya Johnson Rushing is a reality star who's been on our TVs for over 14 years on shows like BET's Tiny and Toya and WeTV's Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, where her daughter, social media star and aspiring actress Reginae Carter, has grown up literally right before our very eyes. Her dad happens to be rap superstar Lil Wayne, and now the pair are joining forces for an exciting new show in which they're both starring, and I love this part, executive producing. Toya and Reginae is giving fans an honest, unfiltered glimpse at their lives in the spotlight, and they promise to keep it real and honest as they always do. Take a look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People know us from social media.
But now it's time to turn up with the people whose likes matter to us the most. Our family.
And lovers.
You're so fine. You really want a baby.
Yes.
Online, we look picture perfect.
But offline, our lives are far from it. My brother sent me the most hateful things.
I be feeling like y'all don't believe in me.
I'm your sister, I'm not your mama.
Tam Fam, I wasn't even ready for that one. Please welcome Toya Johnson Rushing and Reginae Carter. Oh my gosh. Oh my beautiful. Oh, so really nice. Oh my God. How are you? Literally, I look at Reginae and go, oh, baby, because all I can remember is first seeing you on the red carpet, and now I don't even know how it feels for you. Like, this was your baby, all grown up.
I know. No,
Like,
she's all grown.
how old? So you are now
I'll be 40.
40.
Yes.
And Reginae, you are
24.
24. That's amazing. I'm speechless because I'm looking at you and watching how you have navigated being in the spotlight. This summer, Blue Ivy was performing with Beyonce at how many stops? Like 54 stops. And I wondered, how is it when you have this cloud of expectation? And how did you resist going into that form of entertainment? Because I'm sure people thought, can you rap? And you're like, no, I can act. I can be an entrepreneur. How did you keep that cloud from raining on your parade?
I always stayed true to myself, and my parents always was my biggest supporters in anything that I wanted to do, and they always backed me
Yeah.
up.
I love y'all's relationship. We see it on the show, but we see it also on social media. I love that you said something, Toya, that this is our life on social media. 25 million people see it, but our real life is something else.
Yes. You know,
Why do you want people to see your real life, especially when the brand is reality TV? And you know, people want to see all kinds of shenanigans, but you want them to see your real heart and your real life.
Because, you know, you get judged based upon your social media and the things you share with the world or whatever, and everybody think that it's always all glitz and glamour and everything is perfect. But in reality, that's not real life.
Right.
You know, so we allowed the cameras to come into our lives and you get a deeper look into who we really are.
What do you want people to know? Because obviously, I looked over the script. I write every script with my team. And I said, listen, we cannot keep saying Lil Wayne's daughter and Lil Wayne's ex, because that would make me mad. I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm my own person. Yeah. But the reality is, the world was introduced to you by that person. Let's be honest, how hard has it been? Because you've now been married how many times? I'm not counting.
Well, 2 times.
2 times.
Yeah.
So you're married 2 times, but the shadow still is there.
I think it's kind of because we have a beautiful daughter that we share and we're great co-parents. But it's kind of like, you know, over the years, I have created a name for myself. Yeah. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, a New York Times bestselling author.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I've done lots of things, you know, with the community and all kind of different things. And now I'm newly married.
Yes.
To Robert Rushing, and I have a new beautiful daughter.
She's 5, Rain is 5 now.
Yes.
5 years old.
5.
You just turned 40, so we're having this show about being honest. What did you expect 40 to feel like?
Well, I turned 40 on the 26th. So I'm gonna be 40. But honestly, like, going into 40, it's like life is like hitting you. Like, you want everything to kind of be in order. Like, you start putting things into perspective.
She clapped like, I know.
Yeah, you start looking at
So you got a
things
different
like,
perspective with 40. So
yes.
40, you'll be 40. I'll be 53 on the 16th. You'll be 40 on the 26th. And so you're like trying to put things in perspective.
Yeah, it's like, you know, stuff that really matters to me now. Like,
What's the thing that matters most to you right now?
peace.
Ah.
Yes. Peace, definitely.
And how do you define peace for yourself?
For me, that's just being around genuine love, you know, traveling, spending time with my family, cherishing those moments.
Yeah.
And, you know, throughout the show, you see that I go through a lot, you know, with my family and trying to create that peace and that love and those boundaries. And unfortunately, that's not really easy when it's people you love. Yeah. But, you know, overall, I told myself going into this new chapter, you have to protect you.
You have to protect you. I love that. Well, coming up, we know that Toya has done a great job protecting Reginae. After the break, we're going to dig into this love life and find out the honest truth about what it's like to be in love in your 20s. Toya and Reginae with us after the break. Welcome back. We're here with Toya Johnson Rushing and Reginae Carter, the mother-daughter duo behind their very candid reality show following their lives and their families. Toya and Reginae, you wanted to make sure you were executive producers. And I always I tell people, if you're going to get a reality show, you better be the executive producer because you will look up and your life is not yours.
Hello.
So that was an important component of it for you guys to do?
It's very important. You know, we're no strangers to reality TV, so we know the whole process and how it goes. So when we were approached with the opportunity to do a show together, I thought it would be cool because, you know, we've always been on TV, but we never quite had a show together.
I love that.
And that was the number one thing. Like, we need to, you know, be able to kind of control our narrative.
Yeah, tell your truth in your words. So, Reginae, you're single now.
Yes.
You went through a breakup.
Yes.
And in your 20s, it's tough. I know that, to break up and reset. I asked you, are you ready to date in the commercial break? And you took a pause, and me and your mom said, you better get back out there. You're only in your 20s.
Yes, I am only in my 20s. I feel like I'm working on myself, just trying to, like, learn myself more. And I feel like in our generation, we're just so quick to go on to the next, and really, like, bring different trauma and different baggage from one relationship.
That's a very mature answer.
Yeah, I'm just learning to work on myself.
Okay, so where did you learn that from? Because in my 20s, this is a show about honesty. I was like, and next, and next, and next. We weren't doing trauma therapy between breakups. I was like, how am I going to forget him? Get another him. And that wasn't always the best, but that was the 80s. So now here we are.
I'm very wise beyond my years because of my mother. She's always taught me, like, first of all, just be my biggest supporter. I've always been all about me, and I know my worth, and I'm not going to accept less, so.
I love that. I love that. So, because you know your worth, you have a strong core, you're an entrepreneur, they'd say, you know, you have a list of things you want in the next person. Do you have a type, or do you, once you're ready to get, I look at your smile, you do. So what's the dream guy right now?
I want him to come prayed up.
Prayed up?
Yes.
Okay.
A relationship with God.
Yes.
And just know himself and be very, like, comfortable with himself. I feel like men nowadays, guys, especially my age, they're lost too. We're all lost. We're all just trying to figure it out. So, like, I just want him to know that, like, we're not judging. I'm not judging him. I don't want him to judge me, and we can work with it.
I like that answer. We're all a mess right now. Okay, last question then, because it's no judgment. Who is it harder to introduce the new person to, mom or dad? So you got Toya, don't play no games. You got Lil Wayne. When you're saying you got to meet one person first, and I'm really nervous about you meeting this person, what is your honest answer?
My mom. My mom, like, I feel like me and my mom are like best friends.
Right.
And she's gonna make sure I'm good before I should make sure myself is good.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just want it to be good when I bring him to her.
When he has to pass this test.
He has to pass the test for her.
All right.
She don't play.
All right, well, congratulations on everything. I adore you both. Congratulations on the show and being executive producers of it. Toya Reginae, Thursdays on WeTV.